Peace or pleasure, the choice is yours. Ultimately, this is the only choice we have to make. Do we want peace and to remain as the infinite witness of life, as unconditional love, and to be that which we are knowingly? Or do we choose pleasure? And with pleasure comes the duality of pain. Pain and pleasure. You live in the world of duality. And the choice, it seems to me, that we have is to choose between peace or pleasure. And with that pleasure comes the pain. They are two sides of the same coin. When you feel an emotion come up that provokes a thought, in any moment of clarity that you have, if there is space between your response or your reaction and the thought, then you have a choice. Often go in with the thought. If I'm triggered, something has made me feel angry, going with that response and choosing to express that anger and maybe start an argument or whatever the thought may be. Going with the thought is choosing pleasure. It's like scratching an itch. But this itch is an itch, the more you scratch, the more it will itch. Choosing peace is to choose to not scratch the itch, but to know that the itch will pass and it's okay to have an itch. The experience of feeling the urge to itch can be there, and it's all right. This is a path of peace. And the more you walk this path of peace, the easier it becomes to remain neutral, to remain in truth. Another analogy I like to use is when you fancy eating some chocolate. The chocolate represents the pleasure, and a nice, organic, filling, hearty, home-cooked meal represents peace. The chocolate is there. The chocolate is easily accessible. You know it's going to feel good in the moment. But with that chocolate, with choosing the sweetie, you know it's also going to be bad for your teeth and bad for your body. It'll make you fat. But it's easy because it's there. The nice, organic, hearty, whole, home-cooked meal takes time. It might take an hour to cook. It's not just there, you need to prepare the ingredients. You need to chop everything up, cook it, wait for 40 minutes while it cooks, wait for another 20 minutes as it cools down so it's not too hot. It takes time. It takes dedication. But once you eat that gorgeous, filling meal, afterwards you're going to feel great. There will be no more hunger. You won't need to reach for the chocolate. You'll have no desire for it. You'll just be at peace. So this is the choice that we're faced with when patterns arise in us. And out of habit, more often than not, we might choose the chocolate. But the more we can choose the chocolate consciously, the more chance we'll have of giving ourselves that space and the option to choose the home-cooked meal instead. It's really a force of habit that we choose the chocolate. We choose the chocolate. It feels good for that 1-2 seconds that it's in your mouth. But then the problems come. Then you're into duality. You've always got the pain on the other side of pleasure. So make it a habit to start choosing peace as much as your mind-body allows. Remember, this isn't about judging people who choose chocolate. We've all chosen chocolate. Sometimes it's the easiest thing to do, and it's the thing that needs to be done. Sometimes we need to eat a bit of chocolate to know that actually we don't like feeling sick after eating it. We don't like how it makes our teeth all squeaky. Experiencing duality is the path back home. Once we've experienced pain, pleasure, pain, pleasure, pain, pleasure, and in this cycle of suffering, we'll get to a point where we just want to tap out and choose peace. And peace, as it is our true nature, will always be there for us.